it's easy to use for teachers, and then from a student's perspective, it's empowering. Um, it improves I think no doubt it improves the quality of feedback because it is specific. There's specific questions that the students must answer. It gives the teacher good guidance in that regard. It opens that two-way conversation. Um, like I suppose feedback, I think is only effective if it is two-way. And there's no point in the teacher giving the feedback to the student and then the loop is not closed, as you referred to in your opening there, Dave. That loop, it's a continuous loop, and it doesn't stop. And that engagement, that two-way conversation should flow and flow. What's most impressed me with Nurture recently is the learner passport, and I suppose it's around having the learner passport being basically a profile of the student learning. Because I suppose when we look at reports that are, generated maybe at Christmas and at summer, it's a snapshot of, that's the student learning, that's the grade that they got in that exam. Whereas your passport, it's something, or the learner passport is something that's evolving all the time. It's dynamic. It's kind of like a dynamic profile. It's not like a snapshot in time. It's constantly evolving. That the assessments can be, the feedback from the assessments can be fed into that passport all the time, both from the student input and the teacher feedback around in terms of the students, about how confident the student is feeling. So you can I suppose you can look at it from a well-being perspective as well, that you're actually looking at the holistic performance of the student and not just the grade or the number that's beside their name on a report. So I think that profile is going to be hugely beneficial going forward. I know for us, we use Cloud School, which is our learning management system, and students have a profile on that, and parents can log in and they can see reports, and they can now see learner reflections, as I alluded to in my opening answer. But I think there is huge opportunity with Nurture to actually create something even more powerful that kind of takes account of their progress continuously throughout their school year and throughout their time in the school.